The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there were two cousins who were mice. One lived in the heart of a bustling city and was known as the Town Mouse, while the other resided in the quiet countryside and was called the Country Mouse. One sunny afternoon, the Town Mouse, feeling a surge of nostalgia for his cousin, decided to invite the Country Mouse to visit him in the city. With great excitement, he sent a letter, and soon enough, the Country Mouse received the invitation. Filled with curiosity and a sense of adventure, the Country Mouse set out on a journey to the city. Along the way, he marveled at the changing scenery, from rolling green fields to towering buildings that seemed to touch the sky. When the Country Mouse arrived in the city, the Town Mouse greeted him with open arms. The city mouse's home was a sight to behold, filled with extravagant furnishings and an abundance of delicious food. They dined on an array of culinary delights, from creamy cheeses to succulent fruits, and sipped on the finest wines. The Country Mouse had never experienced such a feast, and he reveled in the extravagant lifestyle of the city. As the evening progressed, the city mouse took his cousin on a tour of the bustling streets, where vendors peddled their wares, and musicians played lively tunes. The city's energy was infectious, and the Country Mouse couldn't help but be swept up in the excitement. However, just as they were about to retire for the night, a sudden cacophony of noise filled the air. The clattering of carriages, the shouts of vendors, and the distant rumble of thunderous footsteps echoed through the walls, startling the Country Mouse. "Good gracious! What is that dreadful noise?" exclaimed the Country Mouse, his heart pounding in his tiny chest. "Oh, that," replied the Town Mouse, trying to sound nonchalant. "That's just the noise of the city, my dear cousin. It's the heartbeat of our vibrant life here. You'll get used to it." But the Country Mouse found it hard to shake off his unease. The constant din and commotion grated on his nerves, leaving him feeling anxious and on edge. Then, one fateful evening as they were about to enjoy another sumptuous meal, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was a sleek, cunning cat, its eyes gleaming with hunger and mischief. The mice froze in terror, their hearts pounding. In a flash, they darted away, seeking refuge in a hidden corner. They huddled together, trembling with fear, until the cat eventually lost interest and slinked away into the night. Breathing a sigh of relief, the Country Mouse turned to his cousin with wide eyes. "Cousin, I appreciate your hospitality and the grandeur of your city life. But I must confess, I cannot bear the constant fear and danger that lurk around every corner. I long for the peace and tranquility of my countryside home." The Town Mouse, understanding his cousin's plight, nodded in somber agreement. "I understand, dear cousin. Each of us has our own comforts and preferences." With a heavy heart, the Country Mouse bid farewell to his cousin and set out on the journey back to his beloved countryside. As he traversed the familiar fields and meadows, he felt a profound sense of gratitude wash over him. The quiet rustle of leaves and the gentle hum of nature's song welcomed him home with open arms. From that moment on, the Country Mouse cherished the peace and simplicity of his life in the countryside. He may not have had the luxuries and extravagances of the city, but he was content with his humble abode. And so, dear reader, the moral of this story remains: better a little with peace and quiet than a great deal in a constant state of anxiety. For sometimes, in the quiet corners of life, we find the truest treasures. The end.